श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः.
Yesterday, you are hearing about this thing every day. In one and the same sentence, Bhashikara has given two different examples. Bhausyam Prajayeya यथा मृद्घटाद्याकारेण यथा वा रज्ज्वादिसर्पाद्याकारेण बुद्धिप्रतिबिम्बेन. That is, I will become many, Brahman mystery. I will become many. How? In what way? Play. Single one play, becoming many parts of it. Athava, or just as the same row, one row is appearing in many ways, or which are imagined by the buddhi. Okay. Now these are imagined by buddhi in the absence of the vikara. Here, the vikara we are seeing, mardgadadyakarena. Okay. We do different examples earlier. I don't deliberate because he wants to clarify many things. That's deliberately given. It explains many parts, but it also raises an objection from Tarkika. What is the objection? See, before creation, Bhausyam Prajaya, it is not yet created. So at that time, he is imagining, Brahman is imagining. Okay. When the actual vikara is not there, he is imagining them. They are not there, but he is imagining. Therefore, it clearly means that all these things were not there before creation. It was asat. What is Tarkika's Vedanta? All the karya, they were asat previously, not existing. And afterwards they are created. That is his philosophy. Okay. But Shastra does not approve this. Because if something is not at all there, how can it come to existence? It cannot. Na sato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate sataha. There is no existence for abhava and there is no non-existence for bhava. Okay, that was it. Therefore, he raises this question and tells that Shankaracharya has finally agreed to our philosophy. So he asks, Asadeva tarhi sarvam yadgirhite rajjavadarpadyakarena. Just as the rope is appearing in many forms, buddhi parikita, therefore they are asat only. Because sarpa is asat. Okay? So where is asat? No. That is not the purpose with which I am telling. Okay? What I am telling is, you are mistaking the rajju for a different thing. Are you following? This very important sentence you should understand. Why Rajyasattva example is given? In order to give the correct knowledge of the Rajju, rope. Is it or is it not? Rajya Drishtanta is given. Don't mistake this as rope. It is mistake this as snake. But it is rope. That is the purpose. But Shankaracharya tells in a place, Sarpa Jnana is Mithya Jnana. Sarpa is not Vastu. Vastu Abhasa. Abhasa means it appears like Vastu but it is not. Right? Say, Nahi Bodhavyam Mithya Jnana Vastu Abhasa Va. See, this Mithya and Vastvabhasa, which appears like that, these two are not Bodhavya. Nobody intends to teach them. Understood? The purpose is not to say you are seeing that you are seeing Sarpa, Sarpa is not there. That is not the purpose. What is the purpose? It looks like Sarpa, but actually it is rope. I understood the difference. So the purpose of the lesson is this. So you are mistaking the existing Rajju for a Sarpa because of your Dvaita Buddhi. Why? Because you don't know this. You don't know this, therefore you think all sorts of things. Na satayeva Dvaita Vedena Anyatha Grihyamanatva Na Sattam Kasichit Kvachit Iti Brahma. There is nothing like asakti in a dictionary. Whatever you see is there. See is there means, when Vidyajnana I also say, no, it is not like that. After examining properly, okay, whatever it is coming to your experience, it is there. In Katavani said, I am seeing the wall. I am seeing the pot, I am seeing the rug. All these things are asti, asti, asti. Therefore, never say that this is intended to say that it is not there. Sarpa is not. No, it is so tragic. If I say tragic or deplorable, that the same example is given to show, to prove that Sarpa is not there. Jagat is not there. Is it not wrong? See, what Bhatshakara is telling, you should not understand it like that. That can precisely understand only that. Is it right? Are you following what I am telling? He is giving a caution. Don't misunderstand this like this. You have to understand it like this, he is telling. No, you will understand only like this. I think it's clear. Therefore, we can't have Andha Shraddha. What is Andha Shraddha? Just because some Puruja has told it, we will hold on to it. Okay. Suppose this is your attitude. This attitude is correct in Karmakanda. Remember, in Karmakanda I should not say, why is Sandhya, why you should do Achimana, why you should do this, what is that? Instead of that I will drink a little water. You can't talk like that. Because karma is clearly told only by Veda and by nobody else. Okay. Therefore, karma is dharma. So, in matter of dharma, you should never argue with Veda. Just listen to what it says. Are you following? A peculiar situation. In Yajna, they will have to go around, the Siddhijas have to go around a protection of the home quarters. Okay. So they get hold of the kacha here. And they'll be going. Suppose somebody is disconnected, he leaves the hand. It's a beginner. There is a prashchitta for that and you have to start once again. Suppose you are, what is it? Why? You should never ask. Because. Why you never ask? Because that is not a matter for Anuvana, Pratyaksha, anything. Exclusively it is connected with Devata, Swami, things, all are invisible only. Therefore, you should not argue in karma. Okay, you will accept. It is reasonable. Okay. Then it is a matter of understanding. Understanding things in front of my eyes. Suppose I say, no, you have to understand only this as a table. Can I agree? Just because somebody told? Therefore, don't doubt this Andhashraddha as far as Jnana is concerned. Don't doubt Andhashraddha means you go on showing contempt. It's not that. Please remember, nobody will be shown contempt. Oh, we can, big scholar can be shown contempt. But child should not be contempt. Simple. What is it? We ask respectfully a question. Suppose he also does not know the answer. Then we will come we say, does not know the answer, there is the answer. Or ask Swami else. There is one great feature. Mahabharata is told about Narada. Narada had one feature. That suppose he gets a doubt in his stage, he would not rest till he gets the answer for it. That was his strong point. Okay. So that must be a variety too. Yeah. Now, there are also two things here. This is Nimitta Karana and there is Upadana Karana. In both ways, we can establish oneness. How? See, Murtgadadyakarina. Here in place of Murtya got Tanmatra. Is that not so? And only Tanmatra we keeps it there and makes it work. Therefore, Tanmatra is not different from Brahman. Jagat is not different from Tanmatra. Tanmatra is not different from Brahman. Therefore, Jagat is not different from Brahman. It is fixed. Clear? Now, similarly coming to Nimitta Karana. Now, Hiranyagarbha is getting in his mind the shapes. Okay. These shapes are not different from the Tanmatras. That is, made of Tanmatras means the object. The object to be made. Okay. It is not different from that. But the to be made, this is different because it contains Tanmatra. This does not contain. This is only a shadow. That is stuff. So, this is not different from that. He is exactly imagining only that. Now, that is not different from Brahman. Therefore, looking at the point that from your jnana, Upadana Karana is told. No, Akara, this is not different from that and that is not different from that. Therefore, that is also established as oneness. Okay? So, finally, what is established is oneness. What have you got? Jagat has got incredible nanatvam, multiplicity. But if you look at as cause, then it is only one. Now comes the question. Even first also it was only that, only one. Why did you make so much of circle? First it is called, there is only one. There is no nanatva. Neha nanasti kinchana ekameva dviyam. But in order to understand all this is how? I see nanatvam here. Now you are looking at it from the point of view of vikara. Not that it is wrong, it is correct. But I am not telling with respect to Vikara. With respect to Vikara, Nanatha is there, everyone knows. But with respect to cause, there is oneness. Now, how to show that there is oneness in the cause? I have to go in steps and show it. Therefore, to start with, Shastra assumes difference between Brahman and Jagat and me. Is it clear? Therefore, assuming difference is Adhyarapa. Assuming difference is Adhyarapa. I am not assuming objects. Remember, I am assuming the difference between objects and Brahman. Adhyarapita is not objects. Adhyarapita, the difference between objects and cause. Is it very clear? Therefore, Shankaracharya says, what is the ultimate aim of Vedanta? To say, all of you repeat, Vedya Veditru Vedanadi Vedam Apagacchati. Vedana Apagacchati. Vedya means the known, Vedana is knowledge, Veditru is the knower. Finally, it wants to remove this difference. Okay. Another sentence. Bhahyakara Bheda Buddhi Nivrittireva Atmaswarupa Avalambana Karanam. What does it mean? Oh, we always say, stay in Atman, stay in Atman. Atman means Brahman. Stay in Brahman. Why do we say? Atmaswarupa Avalambana. What is the Karanam? Say, Bhahyakara Bheda Buddhi Nivritti. Outside, there are so many shapes that now I am having the feeling that they are different from me. Okay. In order to remove the feelings of sense of difference, Shastra asks you to stay in Brahman. Bhahya akara bheda buddhi nivrittireva atmaswarupa avambakaram. Is it clear? Therefore, what is done Adhyaropita is Veda. Of course, after follow Veda, many other things also come. Then you say Upadi, then you say Ishvara, then you say Hiranyagarbha, then Prajapati, then all these things. Then it also tells karma. Who does Adhyana, they Agni, do Homam, tells everything. Are you following? Therefore, Adhyaropa means what? Clearly remember. Adhyaropa is assuming difference which is not there in Brahma. Okay. See. Give an example. Now you know from geography and so on. Now Earth is a globe. Now it is very easy to show photos. It's a globe. Now, though it is a globe, don't we talk of 40 by 60 sites? Do we talk on that? How many acres? Do we talk on that? Acres of 40 by 60, they are all flat. Now we are dealing with areas. Now we are talking about a globe. Are they opposite? Are they contradictory? I come to know that it is a globe. Though I am seeing flat things and I am dealing with flat things. How is flat thing can become a sphere? Because it is very big, you don't see it. When you are dealing with 40 by 60 and all that, it is so big that you don't realize it. Then, before that, there were proofs were given. From our Shastra point of view, proof they give like this. Suppose the earth is flat. Okay. Every day sun is entering. Okay. And is coming from the other side. Then it means it should have a very, very big hole. But Surya is much bigger than earth. Therefore, he is going around making holes like this, you can't say. This is the proof given by Shastra. Therefore, it is globe. So, if you take really a bird's eye view, go far enough, then you will realize this. Then you don't see areas. You go far above, you see only globe. For instance, you see the sun. Do you mean that it's only round like this, a dosa? Not so. It's simply a burning mass. Huge. 30,000 miles, the flames jump and go down. 30,000 miles. Okay. But it appears as a globe.